Trump is on the road. He's been in New Hampshire. He's been in Michigan. He's been holding rallies everywhere. In fact, now he's talking about holding rallies in Madison Square Garden to respond to that $360 million judgment against him in a civil case, which is absolutely unbelievable that case would come out that way, right? Another absolutely egregious attack on Donald Trump. So all of these conversations will be on tap here at CPAC in 2024. I'm going to say this, though. An observation of CPAC so far this year. Attendance is down, way down. And you have to ask yourself, why is that? Is there an enthusiasm gap for conservatives? I don't believe so. I don't believe so at all, in fact. When I traveled to the border, we heard people talking about their support for Donald Trump. When I travel around Michigan, I hear about support for Donald Trump. When I travel to Ohio and Montana, the different places I've been recently, the support for Donald Trump is stronger today than at any time since 2016. I truly believe that. He's up by 60 points in the primaries. Joe Biden's ability to do the job, it's not just suspect, it's dangerous, and everybody knows it. The 25th Amendment ought to be put into place now, but the problem with that is the people that are in power, the people that run Joe Biden, don't want to give up their power. And they don't know what the pecking order would be if Kamala Harris comes in. They know that Joe Biden can't run this thing. You know it. I know it. We all know it. Joe Biden is not capable of running this country. He's not capable of doing a speech. He can't read, the prompter when the letters are 6 inches high. But they are scared to death of giving up their power. The puppet masters that are right there in Joe Biden's inner circle are scared to death of giving up their power. That's a fact, and that's why they're hanging on for dear life with Joe Biden. He's going to try to hide. He's not going to do speeches. He's not going to do campaign events. And if he doesn't get out of the barn this time, there's no COVID to hide behind. And that's why younger voters are now breaking for Donald Trump. This is why Hispanic voters are now breaking for Donald Trump and black voters breaking for Donald Trump, because they will not allow him to play this hide-and-seek game again. So that's why Donald Trump's out. He's doing the rallies. He'll be here, like I said, 2 o'clock Saturday. CPAC, one of his big successful events back in 2016 that projected him to the White House. He was able to break through here in National Harbor, Maryland, to get to the presidency. So big days here ahead. Now, coming up today on the program, we're going to have a host of folks that are going to be coming through. Different guests will sit right here with me live, and we'll be able to talk to them about the different things that are on their mind. But listen, there are certain things that are clearly at the top of mind for people. It is the border where we just were. I'm going to talk more about that after the break, and some reflections on being down in McAllen, Texas, and Hidalgo and Mission, and that area along the border where there's the border and the border's not there. So the border's number one for most people right now. The economy and their budgets, number two, and Joe Biden in his inability to do the job, number three. So borders, budgets, and Biden. Those really are the 3 Bs of 2024. Those are the things that we're looking at. Those are the things that concern people. And those are the things that people are going to vote on. In fact, people are already voting in Michigan, early voting. In fact, Brother Shane told me he voted early for the first time. Taking my advice, which I appreciate. In order to compete in 2024, we have to do exactly what I've been telling you for a while. That's vote early, and then spend the next however many weeks until the general election, until November 5th, getting low propensity voters that are on our side of the aisle to go out and vote. People that say, I would have voted this. You can't make up a couple million votes on election day. You can't. So we're going to say continue to fight like a Democrat. That's part of what we're doing here. So it's been a busy week, to say the least, from Texas to CPAC. They're running me like a rented mule, they are. I'm telling you that. Ivy and Sarah. I mean, I've got the scars to prove it. At any rate, drop me a note, SteveGruber.com, the place to do that. And I appreciate all the remedies I do. Everybody checking in on me and make sure I'm healthy. I'm not feeling great, but I'm plowing through. It takes a lot to save a nation. I'm not going to give up on it. And our banner didn't make it. Look at that. Our banner didn't even make the airline flight. So, a little trouble. We're going to take a break and be back. It's CPAC 2024. I'm Steve Gruber. This is the Steve Gruber Show. What's wrong?
Yes.
So.